So lads, obviously, we all know that speedrunning is absolutely massive on YouTube. And well, we saw in yesterday's video that speedrunning content, even when it comes to a game like we're playing right here, actually seems to do quite well. So, you just never know. You never know. This might actually be something that people do competitively. So, you'd think there would never really be something that would happen in NBA 2k21. However, last night we saw that there was a leaderboard for some things, and I'm pretty sure that the blacktop world record was one that a lot of people thought that it was going to be very difficult to beat, because the record was quite poor, the one that was set yesterday. And basically, to set the one that I set, I hit 11 shots in a row. Greened 11 shots in a row. If you're talking about green windows, like that's literally, I think you have just over 1 frame to be in the green window. So it's 11 frame perfect shots in a row. Maybe you get 2 frames with a with takeover, but 131.5. So a pretty good time. So I thought, because the previous record was 150. So yesterday I was on top of the world, breaking what might be what people thought was going to be the toughest record to break in this game, and also very, very comfortably holding the 50 points. I was well and truly the king of NBA 2k21 speedrunning. So yeah, my record got beat. My record got beat by 1 second. And it's not even a competitive speedrunner. It was his second ever run. And just look at him. He's just sitting there laughing at me. He's just sitting there laughing at me, knowing I no longer had the crown as the best speedrunner and that I was beaten by this guy. So now I decided, you know what, let's have a look at this guy's record. So he's obviously using Steph Curry, and he's going with the exact same tactics that I'm going with, which are obviously no meter. Like, if you were watching the first people to break the records, they were all like meter on and missed 2 shots. So you do not have the ability to miss a shot anymore. If you miss 1 shot, you might as well get rid of the record. He was doing exactly what I was doing, obviously greening every single shot and running towards the sideline. So it doesn't seem like it is too different than what I was doing myself. So I was kind of worried. I was like, you know what, whoever this Harper guy is, I didn't know who he was. I'm pretty sure he was the bronze with like 90 speed last year. Did he play for the Suns maybe? But he might have been the guy that we were coming up against. So yeah, we ended up looking at this, and it was just a better version of what I did. But from honestly looking at this, I think he just got a few faster layups with Harper than I got with Raul Neto, which was probably just a pretty bad choice by me. So I started looking at new strategies. I started looking at who the best players to come up against were, because I'm not just some speedrunner. I'm a former world record holder in 2K19 and the best speedrunner in 2K21, sorry. So we come up against Clemens, a 5'9" point guard from the Houston Rockets who was a little bit better than Harper. So starting it off, he's injured, so he was noticeably slower. I was kind of doing these runs thinking I'm not nearly on record pace, because to be on record pace, you basically need, in the first minute, you need to be on 14 points. If you are on, you need to be getting 14 points around 57, 58 to be on what was world record pace at 131. So at this stage, like as you guys can see, I'm sitting here, I'm 55 seconds, like 58 seconds, like I could maybe take it, but I go and clank right there. But that's not a bad run. Like that was only my 3rd or 4th run of the day. So to get one where we were almost about to finish, but for a while we struggled. Like we really, really struggled getting anything. We were missing 1st, 2nd, 3rd shots, and it was a couple of minutes of this, but we did finish a lot more runs than we finished yesterday. I will say that much. We finished a lot more runs than we finished yesterday, because yesterday, oh, you better believe we did not finish too many runs. So one tactic I was using was to try and get my opponent to go to shoot as quickly as possible. So I was like, you know what if I run backwards? And they always shoot a 3-pointer if you run to the basket. So that was a bad situation there where he got an offensive board. That kind of lost me about 3-ish, maybe 4 seconds in this run. So I'm like, if I'm close to record pace on this run, then this tactic is actually quite a viable one, where they're going to miss every single shot, you get the rebound and come out, rather than having to get them to go to the basket, getting one of the like animations between baskets. And I was fairly confident. I was fairly confident that this new tactic was going to be great, because as you guys can see, we're on 18 points, 1 minute 18 seconds, and that's also with about 4 seconds lost due to the rebounding situation. But it still was a few off, like 134.5. So I decided, you know what, I think that it might be quicker if they make every shot. So I decided to go Dame Lillard against Steph Curry. And this run right here, it was a tough one, that's all I'm going to say. So basically, we start greening a lot at the start. Like once you green 4 in a row, you're good. Like once you hit 4 in a row, it's easy mode from then on. Like you're more likely to finish a run out if you hit the first 4 shots. Like it's harder to hit the first 4 than it is to do everything else, because once that's the case, you get takeover, and then the only thing you can really do is choke it, or a situation can happen where maybe he misses a shot and it goes out of bounds. So we're in, look at how comfortable we are. 18 points in 1 minute and 14 seconds. 1 minute 15 seconds. We are on track to obliterate the record. 120, last shot. Clank. We choked. We were on track to absolutely smash the world record, and we choked. And like we got a 132 on a choke. The very next run against Dame Lillard, we're there, we're waiting. Dame's not hitting shots, which is a little bit annoying, but it also means that Steph gets takeover a little bit earlier, which means I'm very much more confident in hitting shots. But the fact that Dame isn't hitting is annoying, because we want Dame to hit every shot. Like that's what the goal is. Like I think that this record now, it's not even a case of what you do as a person. It is what the person you're coming up against does, or what the CPU does. Like I have a weird feeling this record will end up being on Hall of Fame and using someone other than Steph Curry, so that Steph Curry hits all the shots as quickly as possible on you. I think that's how the record's going to end up being broken. But still, we're really comfortable here. 20 points, 120. Like, we have another 10 seconds, and Dame hits a big shot right there. We're going to get 127. No, we miss it. We choked 2 runs in a row, lads. We choked. About 3-4 runs later, I think we missed 3 or 4 like first shots in a row, which was really annoying at this stage. But lads, is this going to be the time where we don't choke? The first time where we do not choke an attempt. We hit a big wire right there. Like I was worried again, because we hadn't hit a shot in about 4 attempts. But once we hit this one, it's plain sailing. Like with this tactic, unless Dame misses every shot, especially because Dame's hit 2 right here, so he needs to just hit the 4 for him to get take as well. One annoying thing is that Dame does not get sharp takeover. If you could go Steph Curry against Steph Curry, I think that would be probably the easiest way to break this record. And you can't really go Steph against Clay, because Clay's too good on defense, I think. He's just got too much length. Or maybe it doesn't make a difference. I will probably test a little bit. If somebody breaks this, I probably will test like Steph against Clay, something like that. Just kind of lab it, see what's the quickest way to get this all done. But right now, normally we try to get 14 points in a minute. 1 minute and 1 second, we're on 16 points. So we are one entire shot. We are one entire cycle above the world record that's been set right now by Mr. Potato Head. So if we can go and just hit the rest of our shots, we're good. We're good. 118. Dame goes and hits his shot. We are right here. Big shot. And we green. 125. 1 minute and 25 seconds. We sent the record by 5 entire seconds. So I started lobbing. I'm looking for shooters. And one thing I noticed, almost every good shooter is in the G League. This Leiden guy, they're either all historic players, Steph Curry, or in the G League. So when we're looking at current rosters, I'm like hoping this guy's on a current roster. He's not, but I was really hoping he was, because like getting someone like him, a 6'3" or so point guard, was good. And then there was another guy here. I don't know why I thought he was wearing a Milwaukee jersey, Derek Walton Jr., but he's actually a free agent, which is very annoying, because I was searching for him for ages. So in the end, we actually just decided to go with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving was a player that a big reason why I decided for Kyrie was the fact that I thought he got sharp takeover, and he has like the 3rd highest 3-point rating of all current players after Steph and Clay. We have a lot of bad runs to start. We actually do finish, I think we might have finished a run early enough with Kyrie that was pretty good. But as you can see here, like, literally, I don't think I've gone past 2 points yet. Like, these runs, once you go past the, like, first couple of points, it's a case of just finishing it out. So we got to, like, 3rd, 12, 14 there. But then, lads, the run happened. The run happened. So Kyrie Irving goes, knocks down the first shot. And I'm thinking, you know what? If Kyrie starts hitting and I'm just competent, then we're fine. Kyrie 1 for 2, that's fine. Like, if Kyrie shoots 66%, 2 of every 3, we're going to obliterate the world record. Kyrie takes a jab step, but he hits it, so it doesn't really matter. I'd rather him just go straight into it because he did waste a half second on that jab step. But you can't win everything. But Kyrie is now lighting it up. Kyrie's 1 shot off takeover, which is huge. So I'm just praying that Kyrie hits a shot. And he does. Kyrie has got shot creator takeover, which is big. As we go on green, we are so far ahead of the record. And for some reason, I decided that I don't really want to get the rebound. We waste the best part of 5 seconds here. Like, we wasted probably 3.5 seconds, I'd say, being, like, if I was being accurate. And we're still way ahead, like 16 points under the 1 minute mark. We are still cruising in terms of world record here. And Kyrie's got takeover. So if Kyrie starts hitting, it's GG's. It's GG's. Kyrie's greening. We're greening. We're not going to miss. Like, I'm so confident at this stage. 20 points. We're on 116, 117. Kyrie misses, which just takes a couple of seconds away from it. And in the end, a 122. We went sub 123. If we didn't miss that weird rebound from Kyrie Irving, we probably would have gone sub 120 on this. Like, Kyrie hits that shot, we go sub 120. 120 is possible, lads. But we've overtaken it again. We broke the record by 8 seconds. We smashed the record. Who's laughing now, Potato? Who is laughing now? So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
This a layup, this a rebound, then it's right, man. Tyson with the fade.